Chris, now part of the San Diego Padres radio team, working for 97.3 The Fan. How closely are you following the exploits of the Parkview Little Leaguers?
First, I can tell that some things haven't changed around here. Pretty much status quo. Everybody running around to get ready for this sportscast. But thanks for having me back. Love the Parkview kids. Why not? They're San Diego's only championship team, right, in the last decade or so. So let's hope they can make another run.
We know the Pods will have arrived when they're the bigger baseball story in the month of August rather than some.
I already asked you, and you said you're going to show Little League highlights ahead of the Padres later. But yeah, I think you should. Yeah. I mean, at this point, the way the Padres have played this season.
And it's not going well tonight. We won't even bother with the scoreboard. Let's talk about, I guess, I think is the news of the day. The Charger family lost their matriarch, and 92-year-old Faye Spanos has passed away.
Yeah, last night.
I met Alex when I first came to town, met him at the end of my career. I never met the missus. Was she as big in the community as Susie was?
I think the Spanos family did a lot of unpublicized stuff in this community, and I know that people don't want to hear that. You're not allowed to say anything nice about the Chargers, but on a day like today, condolences without question to the Spanos family, and thanks for all that they did do while they were here. I mean, let's be honest. They did a lot of things that people don't even know that they did.
I don't care where you are in your life, losing mom, that's a tough blow, and so our thoughts go out to the entire Spanos family, to Dean, and to everyone concerned, and anybody who has a problem with that. I don't care to talk about it.
I know. I mentioned it on the radio show today, and I got some mean tweets.
Yeah. Well, that says
what
more.
What are you going to do?
That says more about the tweeter than the tweetee. Male dancers coming to an NFL team near you. The Rams are going to be the first to go. They included two guys. I believe here's one of them.
Yeah.
And then the Saints will have male dancers.
Okay.
Chris, what do you think about guys now joining what was formerly the all-women dance team?
Well, first of all, I think it's another step forward for the NFL. My hat's off to that. You got female referees. Why not have some male cheerleaders and dancers? And most importantly, NFL players have been dancing on fields for decades now, every time they score a touchdown. So if you have a problem watching a male dance on an NFL field, you shouldn't go to a game.
Yes, I think you make an excellent point.
Okay.
You joined Trevor on the pilgrimage to Cooperstown.
I was there. I wouldn't say I joined him.
Well, you were covering it.
Yes.
That had to be a big deal.
It was huge, and I honestly didn't expect Cooperstown to have the kind of effect it did on me, but once you go there and go inside that building, and there you see Tony Gwynn's plaque, and it just, the whole thing comes alive. It's really amazing. The whole city, Cooperstown, is kind of like Hamul. It's like a Saturday afternoon in Hamul. It's just one street long and one street light. But then in the middle of it is this amazing Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame. And to see a bunch of the Hall of Fame players walking around there was surreal. It was
great. Asked you what your favorite part of Trevor's speech was. Here's a clip. I think we have the right one.
It's an honor being up here with the other great shortstops of the game. Wink, wink. When I was a struggling shortstop in the Cincinnati organization 3 decades ago, I could have never imagined being here today.
Referencing the fact that he did not come
as a shortstop. And I think it's a great message, along with being kind of a wink, wink, funny little story, is no matter what you do, keep on trucking, keep on trying. Somebody says no, try it from another side. Trevor Hoffman did it.
This is probably the last time you're going to go to Cooperstown, at least covering the. All right, let's put it this way: when the Padres induct another Hall of Famer, yes or no?
The earliest it can be is 2034.
Will I still be alive? Probably not, huh?
Well, what about me?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not behind you by very much.
I know. So is it going to happen?
Yeah, that might have been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Because seriously, if somebody starts a Hall of Fame career tomorrow, they have to play for at least 10 years. Then they have to wait 5 years to get voted in. And the Padres I don't think, have anybody in line at the moment.
Teddy Ballgame.
Teddy Leitner?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him in there, but
Does he have the national recognition to get the
vote? That's the question.
All right, Phil Mickelson's at Belle Reve Wednesday. I don't think he has spoken to the media, so all we have are these pictures of him practicing. Apparently, it's very hot in Missouri.
Do you realize that only 13 golfers in the history of the sport have won more majors than him?
I know.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean,
he came along at the wrong time, though.
Yeah, he'll always be a little overshadowed by Tiger Woods on the national scene, but not by anybody in San Diego.
Does he have a slugger's chance at a second PGA championship?
Maybe a puncher's chance. chance, not a slugger's chance.
All right. The NCAA is adopting new rules as it relates to trying to clean up college basketball. They had the big scandal, which is still percolating. Yeah. But now they're going to let elite players in high school have an agent. They're going to let college kids who declare for the draft come back to school if they don't get drafted. Or if they don't get drafted.
I think what they're doing is they're taking away some rules, which is probably a good idea because the fewer rules you have, the less you have to try and police. So,
but is that the way to do it?
It might be for the NCAA, and from what I understand, the NCAA isn't going to be doing any of the investigations. They're going to send it to an outside source, which is a very good idea because the NCAA is terrible at investigations.
I think we're seeing it at the local level too, where the CIF is saying, "Hey, there's no way we can police this."
Yeah.
So
take some of the rules away. Yeah. Much easier to do.
All right, Chris.
Good to see you.
I'll tell you
again.
what. It's good to see you again. It's always fun to have you. T-minus 9 days and counting until season 20 of the Prep Pigskin Report. The pre-PR is coming back. A brand new PPR First and 15 will start at 10:45. And, of course, the granddaddy of them all, the Prep Pigskin Report, coming your way at 6:45. We're going to all those places tonight. We're also at Hilltop for their first practice under the lights. Make sure you tune in for the 6 o'clock newscast. We're talking more about those Little Leaguers in just a bit.